Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Like I promised in a last video, one of the last videos, I wanted to do a video about zones, specifically in D2 and where to go basically, some tips and tricks on the zones that I know about. If there is any zones that are uncovered in this video or that you know some information about that I don't know, then please leave them down below in the comments. The information about those, I'm not sure, I can't cover everything probably, but yeah, I'll do my best compiling the information that I know basically. So for Act 1, one basic thing is you can follow the way all the way through the zones, right? So if we go outside here, we have some path. And that path, eventually, if we follow it, basically leads us to Act 2, so to say. So here in Bloodmoor, if you follow the path, at some point there is like a crossroads, and then you can get to either the Den of Evil, right here, or the Cold Plains. Probably that's like usual knowledge, right? All this pathing. What's kind of interesting, maybe, especially if you want to farm cow level, is in Stonyfield, if you can find the way and you hack the way towards the underground passage, you will find the stones eventually from the way. You can see the portal always. So you can stay at the way all the way, go to Tristram and grab your word select that's always on the top left corner, right? So that's the first one, basically. The second one is in Black Marsh when we find the tower, and I actually explored some of this already, because the tower, finding the tower is pretty random. You have to find it yourself. But in the tower, we can... Now I will explain some concept here. When I talk about going left or going right, I mean always in the direction of my character's movement. So if I'm going this way, then this would be right and this would be left, right? Because I'm walking away from this door basically. So left would be here. And in this tower, you always want to go left to find the exit or the way down basically. It's not always the case, like here, for example, it's not the case, but in probably around 90% of the cases, it's the fastest way. Look, I found the exit down already, basically, by going left. And here, it's a little bit difficult. Probably we can just teleport over here and always go left, always go left. Oh, we actually saw it down here. So here it didn't work. That one was one layout where it didn't work. Give me a sec. And we go down again. This is already a weird layout again, but probably still fine. Like you see, these were, yeah, so here we have it. These are kind of wrapped around the entrance here. It's kind of difficult to maneuver, I feel like. So here we have a usual one, we go left, and we should find it there. Here we go. Basic example. And that's like often the case. So you just go left and you find the exit. That's about it for the Black Marsh and Tower. Tower is used to farm keys, as you know. What you also can do to farm Terra keys, I think it's Terra, I'm not sure, the Act 1 keys that is. You can go to the Stonyfield. When you have a new map, basically, you just like light up the waypoint on your map. Then you go back to the Cold Plains and then you investigate where is my waypoint from Stonyfields with the arrow keys on your keyboard, where you can just investigate the map. Okay, so we know it's down here. So down here is not the burial grounds where you want to go to find Blood Rape. So when we follow the way and get to the crossroads, let me just kill those real quick. Grand Charm, I'll pick that. when we get to the crossroads, we know we don't want to go left. We can just go the other way and find the burial grounds there. Give me 1 sec, I'll show you. So we are running over to the burial grounds. I don't care about the soul. And here's the burial grounds, and now you can just kill Bloodraven for the keys. That's probably the best key farming method. And what you probably want is to get a, I think it's Harmony Bow. The one that gives you the Vigor Aura, which you can run way faster outside of town basically. And in Project Diablo 2, the Bloodraven basically you can teleport to it, right? Because Cold Plains is a teleport disabled area. Okay, then yeah, so pit farming, outer cloister, you can just follow the way to the pits. Inner cloister, so jail, I'm not sure about that. Jail, I don't know how to navigate it really. I just look for the way down all the time from scratch basically. I don't have any tips and tricks about jail because I don't run this zone too much, right? I just run through it by leveling. And yeah, if you have some information on the jail, I would be happy to hear it. Inner cloister, you just go to catacombs, and catacombs is pretty much random. You just want to see to look for corners basically, for like some how to say, like something where the tile set goes outwards basically. So here probably we would go over here and see if in this corner there is something. Maybe down here. Look here. That here could have been the exit, right? Because it's like some. I don't know how you would describe that. But something that stands off of the map basically, like a little bit, yeah, pokes out. And you want to look at those things first here. And yeah, so basically catacombs is pretty much random too though, in my experience. Now we come to Act 2, and here we can go for the sewers already. So probably if you start with the sewers here on top, which is what I do mostly, but it's probably not even the most effective way, you want to always go left. Go left, hug the left wall, and then you will probably at some point pass the other sewer entrance, sometimes at least. Always want to go left here. And if you go left, you will find it eventually. If you use the other sewer entrance, it's probably going right, to be honest. Look, and we go left, here's the other sewer entrance, and up here it usually the entrance is. Yep, here it is. And down here in Sewers 2, when you go left, you will first find the waypoint and then find the Sewers 3. And in Sewers 3 you also want to go completely left and to find Radamant to kill him. That's basically what's going on in the sewers here. Maybe I should tune down the music a little bit. Okay. So let's go on. Halls of the Dead for key farming again. When you come from the waypoint, you always, I have explored this one already. When you come from the waypoint, you always want to go right first. So in the Halls of the Dead level 2, you want to go right, and then you want to go left on Halls of the Dead level 3 to find the room with I'm not sure what she's called, the witch or something, where that drops the key. Right here you want to go left, and there's the room. After that we have Maggot lair probably, and that's like always a nightmare for many builds. I haven't found it yet here. So finding the Maggot lair entrance is pretty random. It can be anywhere in the Far Oasis basically. But in the Maggot lair there is some consistent tricks, I feel like. So you can, in my experience, always go right in the first and second level of the Maggot lair and find the entrance pretty quickly. And in the last one, you want to find basically a path or a tunnel that is facing top right of your screen. That's like always the entrance to the cave where this worm lies or something. This big worm. Or how you would call it. Let me find the Maggot lair real quick. Here it is. So we want to go right in here. Let's see if it works this time. Here it isn't. Let's go further right. Could also be that it's not the case here. You know, oh, you never know. But here, look at this. Perfect example. Not like this, not jinxed basically. So now in Maggot lair 2 we want to go right again. Let me get my bone armor up and running. Oops. And here I could also use Bone Spear, I guess, and could teleport more. So we want to go right again, but this time the layout wasn't too good to us, I feel like. Yeah, it was kind of... We found it pretty fast, right? Because like over here we could have explored way more, I guess. So like I said, in Maggot lair 3 you want to look for a tunnel that goes that direction, like this one. You would basically always want to go top right, and then you will find the worm, basically. Always top right. Over here it is probably. Yeah, this one is the entrance, and here's the worm. Alright, that's about it for the Maggot lair, which I found was a really nasty place to walk through in basically all the playthroughs I did. But now that I know about this trick, it's way easier to go right here. Alright, let me get the identification scrolls, so let's go on. What do we have? The palace is really easy. That's one that you guys probably already know. You just go down here. You just always go down right, basically. Always down right, teleport down. Again, always down right. And I grabbed this waypoint before, down right, you go down. Here also again. And in level 3, you just want to go to the middle of the map, basically. Here in level 3, you just want to go over here. And you find the portal to Arcane Sanctuary. Now, Arcane Sanctuary is pretty shitty because you have to be lucky, basically. You have to find the right way, and that's not too easy. You have to choose one way. If it's not there, you have to go to the next one. It's really random. There was some things that people thought about doing, like going into the canyon and looking where some kind of skeleton lies or something. But as far as I know, there was nothing found that really helped finding the first way in, like, or finding the way in a better time. Now, when you're playing through the game, in your quest log, you can click this quest, and there's a symbol here. And what you can do is just Google Tal Rasha tombs, and there will be a layout of the canyon here, where all the different tombs are marked, basically, and each tomb has a different symbol. And the symbol that is in the quest will always contain, like, the Duriel's chamber, where you will need to go, basically, so you don't need to like sift through everything. So here, basically, it's the square. Over here, it's the sun, I think, in the middle. Yes, it's like the sun symbol. Then we have like these V's here. So you always want to go in the tomb that has the right symbol for your quest, and then you find Duriel, basically. So that's about it for Act 2. Let's move on. Act 3 is First, the jungle stuff. So in Spider Forest, the right spider, like the right spider lair or like the right spider cave, is always the one that isn't at the waypoint. So Arachnid Lair is always the wrong one where the eye isn't located. The spider cavern, it is called, is in another, like, you always come through such entrances like this one in here. Like with these pillars, you know, okay, I should need to go in here and see if there's the spider cavern. If you find it, then go into the spider cavern, get the eye, go out. And what you want to do in the spider forest is, you want to try to move top right all the time to progress. When you got the eye, basically, you want to move top right, always top right. And here there is some weird generation stuff going on. Look at this. Here we have a Great Marsh skip. That's what it's called. Because we can go from the Spider Forest directly to the Flare Jungle. That is not always the case. I would say it's more likely to have the skip than not. But sometimes you have to go through the Great Marsh to get to the Flare Jungle. But you can find that out by in the Spider Forest just moving top right. And if it's like a dead end here and you can't progress anymore, then you have to backtrack and go through the Great Marsh. But if not, you really want to skip the Great Marsh because it's just like another zone that where there's nothing. So there's no quest in there. You don't need to go there. In Hell, I think, or maybe even before, there can be souls in there. So that's also a nightmare for many characters. So yeah, you really want to get basically a layout that you can just skip the Great Marsh and go to the Flare Jungle directly. In the Flare Jungle, again, you want to go to the Flare Dungeon, and in the Flare Dungeon, I won't show that right now because I don't have it explored right now. But in the Flare Dungeon, you always want to go left. Just go left on floor 1 and floor 2, and you will find the ways down really fast. Alright. After that, we want to go to, I think, yeah, Lower Kurast. There is nothing, basically. There is Kurast farming, but that's like really not my kind of cup of tea. So, in the Kurast Bazaar, you want to get Lam Essence Tome. That provides you with some stat points from Alco. And what you do here is, you look in those temples here, and this one is the wrong layout. I'll show you the right one real quick. How you identify if it's the right one. So I know I can't just leave this one alone and there won't be a tome in there because it looks wrong. Right? And I'll show you how the right one will look. I guess you already saw the right one at some point probably, but I'll show you still in this video. Need to find it though. Can't seem, there it is probably. Yep. So the right one, no, it's not. Wait a second, is there more than 2 temples in the Kurast Bazaar? I'm actually not sure. Could be. That's odd, I have to say. Maybe it's not even always the Kurast Bazaar, but I think it was actually. I think that was the case for me at least when playing through all the time. It was always Kurast Bazaar where I found the tome. Wow, okay, that's really odd to me. Does it not spawn anymore when you already got it? Yeah, that can't be right? Can't be the case. I have no clue. Okay, guys. So sadly enough, no clue. For the sewers, I don't have any points. Basically, you just have to find this way down in the sewers and find the brain there or something. Not sure if it's the brain or the heart. I think it's the heart already. I think it isn't the brain. But yeah, let me just quickly see if we can find it in IbaG Kurast for like I'm not sure. Maybe it can actually be in IbaG Kurast. Yeah, but this isn't the right layout too. I'm not sure. That's really odd. That bugs me now. I think I don't even have the waypoint, right? Oh. Upper Kurast I didn't have. But you usually don't want to get... Okay, here there's no entrance. That's weird. That's like a really weird map for Kurast here. But yeah, so you can remember that. If you find the tome and look at the map where the tome is in, the right temple will always look like that. And there will always be this pack of one boss of those like demon chicks that run at you. Same, like different coloration, but same mob type like in the Cold Plains, right? These... not sure how they are called. Like these demon chicks, basically. Then you go to the Travincle, you kill the council, basically. And now for the Durance. I already explored here too, but what you want to do is, because I needed to find the waypoint before, I didn't really have it. So what you want to do is, you take off from the waypoint and always go left. In this case, you'll see here in this map it isn't the right way, because well it is basically the right way still, because we could also explore up here, but yeah, you need to go all the way around here. But more often than not, it's the right way and you find the entrance pretty fast. So in Durance you always want to go left to find the way down to level 3 where you can kill Mephisto. In Act 3 there isn't really much of anything that I can think of. You just go outside, and I think like the entrance to the Plains of Despair can be in every direction. So yeah, you need to just look at the edges of the map and see where you can progress. I don't think here is anything that can be said. For the River of Flame, if you always progress to top right, you will always get to Chaos Sanctuary, basically. Like right, and you'll find the Chaos Sanctuary. And at some point, left or right, down or up is the Hellforge, but that's pretty random to where it spawns. So you'll have to find that yourself. Now for Act 5, so you progress through the first level, you get to the Frigid Highlands. Over here in the Frigid Highlands, you can look at where the wall is and progress in the other direction then. So wait a second, let's move up here. Maybe the wall is up here. Or is this the right way here? Yeah, okay, so the wall is up here. So you want to go top right. If the wall was here, you want to go top left. So you always want to go one of the top directions to find, to progress basically. And here you want to go top right and find, let me quickly show you. I really would love to have like a 0 cooldown teleport by now, but I'm still working on that. With my Necro. It's pretty fast too though, but yeah. So now we are at this passage here where always one boss pack is. And in the area plateau, you can also use this wall basically. If you find a wall, is it top again or is it over here again? I think it should be top, right? Nope, the wall is over here now. That's a cool example now. The wall is over here, so you want to go top left to find the entrance to the crystalline passage. I'll just walk that through, teleport through, teleport through. Alright, so here's the entrance to the crystalline passage. Let's kill Thrash Socket. And in the crystalline passage, to find the waypoint, I always go right first. So I always hack the right wall. And usually that's the way toward the waypoint. Let's see if it works in here. Didn't even check that before. Yep, waypoint found. Which I find is pretty cool. And then I just hack the right wall too until I find the frozen river, and then just go around and find go to the glacial trail, go to the frozen tundra, and yeah. go on basically. Frozen Tundra is mainly like the Frigid Highlands and Arid Plateau 2. You find a wall, basically you always want to go one of the top directions to find the Ancient's Passage or like way or something. Yeah. So Nihlathak still. Oh, I misclicked. Nihlathak, you can farm him for keys, right? And in Halls of Pain, you can have 3 different layouts. I'm not gonna show all the 3 here. You can look them up. This one is one of them. If your waypoint is in between, like is with these pillars, and you have like an entrance to the right and to the left, the way down is always over here. And we will just run there real quick and see. There is a trick to how to find Nihlathak. I don't like to farm Nihlathak because he's really dangerous. He can kill you with the corpse explosions so easily. It's insane, especially in PD2. I feel like he just wrecks you. I'm not sure how it's in usual D2 actually. So what you want to do is you want to look for these images here, like this blue, red. I'm not sure if it's a face or something. You want to look for this image. Here with this image, it's pretty clean here, but you don't have any on this wall. If you would, Nihlathak would be this way. So you always want to see if there's 2 images. Like right here. We have an image here and an image here. That's clean, and that means Nihlathak is this way. Let's look at the others. Over here we have usually we have one here and here, I think. And over here we have one here and here. I'm not quite sure, or like here and here, yeah, that's it probably. Here and here. And over here we would have one here and here, I think. But yeah, you always want to find the side where you have 2 faces that are clean. Okay, that's it. And we will see we can find Nihlathak here, but I will just fuck right off. Here it is. I don't want to get corpse exploded, so that's about it for Nihlathak. Now in the Worldstone Keep, you always want to go right. That's something many people don't know. When you teleport to the waypoint, you want to go right first to find the entrance to part 3 of the Worldstone Chamber. Like right here, it didn't work. Let's see if it works over here. Right is always, or like 90% of the time, you will get to the way to the way downwards, or like I guess it's upwards in the Worldstone Chamber, don't know. You will get to it quicker than if you go left or some other way random. You always want to go right to find the exit downwards. In tier 3 it's really random where to find it. You can find it anywhere. You just have to explore this. But tier 2 you always go right. I see so many guys in bar runs doing that wrong and just going like left or like straight up and stuff. You always want to go right in level 2. Alright, so that's about it for the zones that I know about. Maybe you guys know something that I didn't and would like to share it. I would appreciate it in the comments. And yeah, thanks a lot. It's gotten a bit of a long video, but I hope you can find the information helpful that is provided here. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you soon, guys.